Hey guys, what's up? It's Faith from faithmariah.com. Welcome back to another episode of my Blogging Breakthroughs podcast. This episode was originally a Q&A that I recorded in my Blogging Breakthroughs Facebook group. I hope you enjoy it. If you have questions for me, please come join the Facebook group. I would love to have you in there. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help answer any questions that you have. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about goal setting. And one of the questions I get a lot about goal setting is people saying like, how do I know what I can hit? How do I know what's realistic? I keep setting monthly goals and failing, or I keep setting quarterly goals and I don't reach them, and then they're really disappointed. So I want to speak to this a little bit. I think it's important as an entrepreneur, you got to swing for the fence. You have to swing for the fence, you guys. And sometimes you're going to miss. Like probably most of the time you're going to miss. But if you keep going big, right? And setting your goals like, what do you actually want out of your life? Like quit being humble, right? What do you actually want out of your life? Not what do you think you can have, not what do you think is possible, what do you want? If you're not even willing to allow yourself to think about and imagine and set goals for what you actually want in life, you will not get to have it. You will not get to have it. You have to allow yourself to dream and set goals and miss, but know that you're on the way. So I'll give you guys an example. I set a goal by the end of 2020. I want to be making $20,000 a month and I want to be working 4 hours a day max. Now that is a big goal, right? It's like, that's basically double what I'm making and working way less than what I'm working now, right? But if I set that goal and I'm working towards that, don't you think by January I'm going to be making more money and working less hours, right? Like even if I miss it and I'm only making $13,000 a month and I'm working 7 hours a day, like who cares? Do you see what I mean? It's like, I'm still moving towards my goal, right? And that feels like a big stretch for me. Like that seems like a really big stretch for me, to be honest, right? Because I've never built a business. I'm trying to double my revenue and build support and build the systems I need to be able to start cutting my hours back while still scaling the business and accelerating the growth of my business, right? That feels hard, but I have to allow myself, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to make $20,000 a month and I want to work 4 hours a day. And if I don't even allow myself to entertain the idea that that is possible, I will not get to have it. I set my goal 2019. My goal is to hit a $10,000 month and I didn't hit it, right? But I hit it this year, right? I've cleared $10,000 the last 2 months now. Like, you see what I mean? It's like, wouldn't you rather hit your $10,000 month like later on, but still get to have it? I get to have it now, right? And I'm glad that I allowed myself to dream and work and put all the things into place to have that all of last year. And it took a little longer than what I had set as a goal, but who cares? Right? And you have to remember every situation is neutral. The problem is people make up meanings and stories about what it means when they don't hit their goals, right? I've done a lot of mindset work to where I have really reprogrammed failure to myself, to where I don't see failure in my business, really. I just always believe my business is moving forward, my business is expanding, and it's always working. Even if I launch something and it doesn't bring in, even if we don't hit the revenue goal, I still believe that my business is growing and it's working. I'm learning the lessons I need to hit the goal. I'm learning the lessons I need to be able to build the business, and it's working, right? I talk about this in the mastermind all the dang time, right? But my mindset, a lot of times when things are going wrong or I'm feeling frustrated, I'll literally sit there and I'll tell myself, I'm like, it's working, it's working, it's working. It's always working. My business is always expanding. It's always growing. It's never not working. It's always working. So if I set a goal and I don't hit it, I'm not going to tell myself I'm a failure. I set this goal. I can't even hit my revenue goal. I wanted to make $500 this month and I didn't. And I'm not going to make that. You can make that mean a bunch of stuff about you, right? If you set your goal, you want to make $500 a month and you don't hit it, you can make that mean a bunch of stuff about you if you want to. Every situation is neutral, but you're making it mean that, and that's not helpful as an entrepreneur. It's a lot more helpful for me as a business owner to believe it's always working, the business is always growing, it's always expanding. Even when the revenue is down and the traffic is down, I still believe my business is growing and it's all working, right? And I still believe that I'm gonna get to that $20,000 a month, right? You have to swing for the fence. And sometimes, a lot of times, you're gonna miss, right? I don't want a normal life. I want an exceptional life. And it requires you to think differently than most people. Most people set goals based on what they think they can have. Why would I set a goal based on what I think I can have? Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me, right? It's just like, you have to kind of allow yourself and give yourself permission to dream and then have your own back, right? I'm recording Mindset Reset, which is going to be a bonus in the Blogging Blast Off course. It's really good. It's like, that alone is kind of like its own mini course. But I'm talking about that a lot in this mastermind. You know, it's just, you have to be willing to try things and fail and have your own back. So I'm not going to attack myself when I fail. I'm not going to attack myself and make it mean a bunch of negative things about me. I'm not going to tell a bunch of negative stories and make myself feel bad if I don't hit the goal, because I have my own back, right? You have to believe in yourself. You have to have your own back. And if you're making it mean a bunch of negative stories and attacking yourself, your subconscious mind is not going to be on your side. Your brain's like, I don't want to do this. She's being a jerk, right? It's not going to bring you ideas to support you. Your subconscious mind is not going to bring you ideas and support you if every time it brings you ideas, if it doesn't work right away, you freak out and attack yourself. You see what I mean? Your subconscious mind has to bring you the ideas to make the money. Everything that happens in the world is from your subconscious mind bringing it to your attention and then you deciding to act on it or not, right? And you make decisions from your prefrontal cortex, but your ideas come from your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is not going to bring you ideas if every time it brings you ideas, you try it and then it doesn't work right away and then you freak out and attack yourself and make you feel like crap. That kills innovation. It's why people get writer's block. It's why people can't get stuck. It's why people can't move in their business, because they've shut down all of those ideas in their brain, right? That's why I can sit here and have like 20,000 ideas a day, because I always support myself and I have my own back. And if I try something and it fails, I still believe in myself. I still believe in my dream. I still believe it's happening. I don't even believe that it will happen someday. I believe it's happening right now. It's happening right now. Everything is arranging and I am working and everything is working out for me to have that $20,000 a month, and it's already happening. It's happening right now. It's all working out. And I believe that even when it's down. That's the thing. It's like, you know, it's all well and good when you have your first big month and you're like, oh yeah, I believe it and it's working and it's great. But do you believe in yourself and your dream and your business when everything is down? That's when it matters, right? And you have to allow yourself to swing through the fence, right? And yeah, set some realistic goals if you want. Like, we track page views and we kind of know like how things are growing. But my vision is always more than what I think is possible, more than what makes sense. It doesn't make sense for me to be able to double my business in that amount of time, right? But I don't care. Right? Even if it takes me 2 extra years to hit a $20,000 a month, who cares? I still get to have it. If you don't allow yourself to dream, you will not get to have it. I'm going to get to have it. Watch me, right? Watch me do it. I'm going to get to have it because I believe that I can have it, and I'm allowing myself to dream and hold the vision, right? And move forward and act on it and have ideas and support myself in that process, and I'm going to get to have it. But you don't get to have it if you don't even allow yourself to think like maybe it's possible, right? If you are playing small and only setting goals based on what is possible, you don't get to have your dream life. You don't. You have to allow yourself to dream. You have to allow yourself to hold a vision for your life. I don't want a normal life. I want a how the fuck did she do that life? And I don't get to have that by setting goals like, boring ass goals. Just like, oh, I'm going to get like 100 more page views. It's like, no, I'm going to double my business and I'm working 4 hours a day. Like that feels exciting to me. That's what I want. And I have the audacity to ask for what I actually want and set goals based on what I actually want. Like, what do you really want out of life? Quit being humble. You can't be a business owner and be humble. You have to be a dreamer and a visionary, and you have to have the audacity to ask for things that look crazy to other people, that are bigger, and you have to be willing to play full out. You have to swing for the fence. You see what I mean? It's not about setting goals and like, I'm making a point, right? Like I still set goals every month and we're still moving forward, but I still give myself permission to dream really big. And if we don't hit the goal, I don't care. It doesn't mean anything bad about me or my business. I don't make it mean a bunch of crap about myself and tell myself about a bunch of crappy stories, right? Because I know it's all happening and it's going to happen in perfect time. If I don't hit the $20,000 month, this year, I know it's coming. It's still coming. It doesn't mean it's not happening. It's still working out. It's still arranging. It's just taking a little longer. That's all. But it doesn't mean it's not happening and I don't get to have it. That never occurs to me. If I don't hit a goal, I'm not like, oh, I failed and now I don't get to have it. I'm like, oh, it's taking a little longer. But I still get to have it. It's still coming. It's happening right now. Not even like it's going to happen someday. It's happening right now. Everything is working out for me to have that right now. I'm being led to the next steps to have that right now. It's already unfolding. It's already happening. And it's never not working. It's always working. I'm always being led to the next thing. Does that make sense? This is my rant. Let me know what you guys think. I'll look at these comments. Hey guys, let me know if you guys are watching. Who's on? I love the term fail forward. I forget who said that. Yeah, I forget too. But yeah, I want a how the fuck did she do that life? You just gave me my quote for the month. Yeah, that's one of my like affirmations, right? Is like, I don't want a normal life. I don't want a normal life. I want an exceptional life, and it requires me to be exceptional. It requires me to do things that most people are not willing to do. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a second and tell you about something very exciting that we have coming up. Not only is it going to be awesome, it's going to be free. So you definitely don't want to miss it. I've been thinking about teaching this for a really long time. I always thought it would be sold either as a live workshop or maybe I would run it as a live retreat, but I've decided to just go ahead and put this out for free. I think this information is really powerful. I've been seeing students struggle with making money, and when I'm coaching people, I can always kind of tell who's in the energy of making money now. I'm going to go make money, we're going to generate money, and I'm going to bring revenue into my business today. And then I can tell there's other people when I coach that are in the energy of working for free. I'm just going to keep putting stuff out, and someday in the future, this business will make money. And I'll tell you, if you're in that energy, you can end up working for months or even years and not making money. So the training is called 1K Today, and we're going to be talking about how to make 1K now, today, not next week, not next month, not next year, because we're business owners and we have bills to pay. And if your business is not bringing in cash, you have a cash flow problem. And we're going to talk about how to address that and how to start shifting into the mindset of someone that's capable of generating money now in the present and not someday in the future. It's part of our celebration of kicking open the doors for the Blogging Breakthroughs Academy. I don't have a ton of offers. I basically have 2 ways to work with me. So if you want to take a course from me that is about becoming a business owner, if you know you've been standing in your own way and holding yourself back, you're definitely going to want to jump into the Academy. It is my signature course. It's what I wish I had when I built my business. So we're very excited to open that program back up, and we're celebrating by doing this free training. I also have some surprises, some bonuses, some giveaways, lots of exciting things. So I hope to see you guys at the training. I'll see you guys there. I want you guys to just give yourself permission to dream and have a vision for your life. So many people are so freaked out about failing that they won't even allow themselves to have a vision for their life. They won't even allow themselves to like, what would you really want by the end of this year? I really want to make a $20,000 a month and work 4 hours a day. That's what I want. That's the vision I'm holding, right? And a lot of people won't even allow themselves to hold a vision for what they want. You don't get to have it unless you can hold a vision. Does that make sense? You have to be able to see it and give yourself permission to try. People are scared to even give themselves permission to even even set a goal. It's like, that doesn't even cost you any money. You're not even investing. It's just holding a vision. They're not even willing to invest because they're so scared of failure and what if it doesn't happen? And they're so mean to themselves that they're scared to even set a vision for their life because they're so nasty to themselves that when they don't hit it, they know they're going to attack themselves and feel like crap. So they're like, instead of setting this goal to make $20,000 a month and attacking myself and feeling like crap, I just won't set a goal at all. Or they set goals that never really get them to where they actually want to go. Does that make sense? So set a vision for what you actually want. You always say the things exactly you need to hear. Oh, good, Carolyn, I'm glad. I want an exceptional life. Yeah, I think, and don't be humble, right? This is what I've been saying. I've said this on the coaching call a couple times because a lot of women will be apologetic for what they want. And I'm like, this is not the place to be humble. My communities are not the place to be humble. We're not humble women here. We are leaders. You don't get to be a humble leader and be downplaying your success and playing small and not holding a vision and not asking for what you want and not standing in your power and not acknowledging how great you are. This is not the space for that. My community is for visionaries and for leaders. It's not for martyrs. It's not for people to be humble. This is not the place. This is just not the place for that, right? This is a place for women to hold a vision and see their dream and become leaders and rise up. This is a community of women to up level. This quote lives on the front of my laptop. Entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Yeah, that is so true. I really believe that, right? And even the position I'm in now, I would have never been able to have a $20,000 a month. That wouldn't have actually been possible at my old job. It's only possible because I busted my ass. And now I can hire a team to support me and I can pay to scale. I can pay for people to run ads, right? I can pay a team to support me, but it's only because I held the vision. It's only because I've been busting my ass for the last 3 years, right? That's why I get to do it and that's why it's possible. Girl, I love it. I'm standing at what feels like the edge. I'm at the point of baby seed launch and I've been sitting here letting my fear of lead pages and rejection freeze me out, even though I know my people need my course and want to hear from me. Yeah, and Katie, I'll tell you what I tell the mastermind all the time. I'm like always yelling at them to go sell things and I don't care if no one buys. I literally don't care if no one buys. I'm so proud of them when they go sell things because I know that that is the experience that they need to make money. If you want to make money in your business, you have to practice selling. It's a skill. It takes practice, right? And so as a coach, I know if they're practicing selling, eventually they'll figure it out. They'll get the product right. They'll get the stuff right and they'll be able to make money and quit their job. Right? But if they don't even allow themselves to go sell anything, they won't get there, right? So I don't care if you do the launch and no one buys, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, right? I mean, it just doesn't. If no one buys your thing, you could just change it. You can rebundle it, sell it as something else, rebrand it, launch it again later when you have a bigger audience. There's so many things you can do with it. It's never a waste of time and you're getting the practice selling, right? You need to bring revenue into your business. This is a business, not a charity, right? And it needs to generate money. You gotta go out there. It takes a little bit of hustle and tenacity to be like, actually, this business is generating revenue. Actually, no, I'm unavailable. Actually, I'm unavailable to struggle on this business, to not make money, to be working for free. I'm unavailable for that, right? Don't you wanna quit working for free? Right? Just be like, I'm unavailable to work for free. I'm getting paid for my work now. That's just how it is, right? And when you decide that, you'll get really creative about selling things, right? Sell that and then sell something else, right? Make a whole bunch of things and sell them. Like, that's the more you sell and practice selling, eventually you'll hit it out of the park and you'll be able to make the money you want, right? But if you don't launch anything, you don't get the experience and you don't get to go where you want to go. Does that make sense? What if our goals are too lofty and ridiculous, we never meet them? Right, okay. So what if I'm using this example, right? I want to make a $20,000 a month this year and I want to work 4 hours a day, max. What if I don't hit that? What if I don't hit that this year? Don't you think by the end of this year, I'm still going to be making more money and working less hours than if I set that goal? Wouldn't you rather make more money right? If I don't set the goal, I don't get to have it. I said this earlier, right? I set my 2019 goal was to make a $10,000 a month, and I didn't hit it, but I hit it in March. Wouldn't you rather hit your goal like later on? Like, it doesn't mean you don't get to have it. It just means that it's taking longer and you're moving in that direction. It's not like if you don't hit it, you're going the wrong way. If you don't hit it, you're still going the direction you want to go. Even if I don't ever make a $20,000 a month, I'm still going the direction I want to go, which is making more money, helping more people, working less hours, being a visionary, being a leader. I'm still going that way. I'm still on the path. It's not like if I don't hit it, I just wasted all my time. I'm still going towards the life I want to have. You see what I mean? So it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't care that I didn't hit the $10,000 a month in 2019 because now I'm hitting it and now I get to have it. And now I'm going to hit a $20,000 a month. And if I don't hit the $20,000 a month this year, who cares? Because I'm still going to be making more money. I'm still going to be working less hours than if I hadn't set that goal. And that's what being a dreamer is about, right? It's about holding the vision and moving so you can move that way and energetically head that direction, right? And it doesn't matter if you don't hit the goal. Not hitting the goal doesn't mean anything. Every situation is neutral. So not hitting the goal doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't mean anything about your business, right? It's just about holding the vision so you know the direction. It's like having a North Star, right? I know that I want to go in a direction of making exponentially more money and working way less hours. And I have that as my North Star, as my vision. So that way every month when I set my goals and I'm working in my business, I know where we're going, right? And to do that, I have to intentionally set up the structure of my business so it doesn't require me to work for more than 4 hours a day. I have to intentionally build the business out where I have revenue streams that I can scale to $20,000 a month, right? I have to have that North Star to guide me, the vision, right? Hold the vision so I know where we're going and what I'm building and I'm heading the right direction. So even if you never hit it, you're still going to get way closer to the life that you want and way closer to your dream life than if you hadn't had that vision. Otherwise, I'm just working in my business and I could end up setting up this business where I have to work 12 hours a day. And then I could make a bunch of programs that aren't scalable. That's why I'm not doing one-on-one coaching. I could make a lot of money doing one-on-one coaching. I could make a lot of money if I had launched the Mastermind. This is like, my mental health list is like 27,000 people, right? If I had made the Mastermind for mental health, I would probably be making a lot more money, but that's not what I want to do. That's not my vision. I want to work with business owners. That's my vision right now, right? And it's really easy when you don't have your North Star and you don't have your big dream, it's really easy to start chasing dollars, right? If I were just cash grabbing, I could open up a bunch of one-on-one spots and make a bunch of money this month if I wanted. But that's not my vision. You see what I mean? It's like if I want to work 4 hours a day and make that kind of money, that is not scalable. Does that make sense? So I have to hold the vision so I can head the right way. I just signed up for lead pages like an hour ago. I was like, holy crap, this is so much easier, better, nicer looking than what I was doing before. Isn't it so nice to up level? It's so nice, right? It's always kind of like, for me, it's always a little painful because I'm like, ugh, like I have to give this money away. And there's part of me that wants to hold all the money I make. But then I'm like, up level my business and it feels so good. It's like, oh, I'm at the next level, right? It just feels great. It feels great to go to the next level of your business. High intent, low attachment. Yes, Kelly, that's exactly what I mean, right? Low attachment. I'm not attached to the result, right? I have the dream and I have the vision, but I'm not attached to the timeline. Like I do put timelines on my goals. Like I'm like, oh, by the end of 2020, but I'm not attached to the timeline. Does that make sense? Yeah, there's a sense of detachment. That's exactly what it is, right? It's about being able to hold the vision and see the dream and giving yourself permission to have the life that you want, but then being kind of detached. It's really hard because I think sometimes we try to hold things too tight and that's when people get really miserable in their business because they're like, it's not happening fast enough. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. It's not happening fast enough. It's not happening. It's not working. Right. And they get all and they start focusing on how it's hard. Right. I'm always like, if you tell yourself your business is hard and it's not working, right? It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. I'm like, yeah, it's going to feel hard. It's going to feel hard if you do that. And people get really worked up because they're attached to like getting the thing that they want and getting it now. But what if you believe it's happening, right? I believe it's happening. I believe it's happening right now. It's all unfolding, and it's safe for me to let go and trust that it's happening. I don't have to like hold so tight, right? And then I kind of have this sense of peace, and I don't have to worry about it because I know that the right lessons are coming in front of me and it's all working out and I'm heading the right direction. Does that make sense? Yeah, I like that, Kelly, like a sense of detachment. I guess every time I hit a goal, I feel like I could have hit it sooner, faster, better. Were you always able to appreciate your growth? Advice for celebrating wins? No, my mindset used to suck, you guys. That's why I've had to do so much mindset work. I don't know this stuff like innately, right? I've worked with a lot of therapists and right now I have like 2 life coaches, a business coach, and a therapist that I talk to all of them every week. That's a lot. That's like a lot of like personal attention, right? And I have to do that because I have really bad clinical depression, like really serious clinical depression, like the kind of depression where you can't eat or move or like get out of bed or do anything, right? The kind of clinical depression that is hard to live through, to be transparent with you, right? And so my mindset was so bad, and I hated myself, and I hated my life, and I hated everything about everything, and I had to completely reprogram my brain in the way I see things, right? And that's why I'm good at the mindset stuff. It's not like I'm not like innately positive at all. I have to make myself that way. My brain innately sucks. It's just there's like, I know this is like, there's all this debate about what causes depression, but there is something wrong with my brain. It's like, it is programmed to be depressed. And I've been depressed since I was like 5, like since I was like a small child, and I didn't go through any trauma. It's just the way my brain is. Like, I really think, like, I really feel that way, right? But I'm like, that's fine. It just requires me to be aware and to have a better mindset and to be more intentional in the way I live my life, right? And it actually really serves me, right? It actually really, really serves me because I've been able to work through all of that. And I feel like I have an exceptional mindset and an exceptional way that I see life. I see life differently than a lot of people do. And I see struggle a lot differently than a lot of people do. But no, I've not always been like that. You can decide to tell a different story, right? So this is the thing. Kim, watch the replay from Nell last night. I don't think you were on that call, but you feel like you should have hit it sooner, faster, better. That's not a fact, right? You can't take that to the court of law that you should have hit it sooner, better. That's just a story you're telling yourself. You decided that it meant that. It doesn't mean anything about you if you don't hit the goal or it takes you longer. It doesn't mean anything about you. It only means the meaning that you give it, right? So you're deciding to tell yourself that, and it is not helpful as a business owner, right? It's a lot more helpful for me to tell myself it's all working, it's all unfolding, I always get what I want, it's all coming to me, it's coming in perfect time. And I tell myself that even when it looks like it's not happening. That's the thing. It's like all well and good to be like, oh, it's all happening, my business is working when things are up. But I tell myself that even when it's down. I'm like, it's all working, it's all happening, it's all coming. It's working, it's working, it's working. My business is never not working. It's always working, it's always growing, it's always expanding, and I'm never not growing, right? I'm always being led to where I'm supposed to go. So work on telling yourself a different story. And Nell, the guest speaker we had last night in the Mastermind, did a workshop about this, and he teaches the model in there, which is really good for reprogramming stories like this, right? And he gave some really good journaling prompts that I think would be helpful, because you just have to look at that and show your brain how that's not true, and find examples of that not being true, and choose to tell yourself something else, right? Because not hitting the goal and it taking longer doesn't mean anything about you, doesn't mean anything about your business. It only means what you decide it means. It's neutral. I set a goal in 2019 that I did not hit. I wanted to hit a $10,000 a month in 2019, and I did not hit it, right? And I could have beat myself up and been like, I'm a failure, my business isn't working, I can't even do this, I'm trying to help other people with their blogs and I can't even do mine. And like, I could tell myself those stories, but I didn't. I just held the vision and kept going, and then I hit it in March. So who cares? You see what I mean? It's like, you have to be able to have your own back. Support yourself, and you have to deeply support yourself and love yourself through this process, right? And telling yourself, oh, I'm too slow, it's taking too long, I should already be here, right? What if everything is happening in perfect time? And it's all happening, it's all working out, and you don't have to worry about it. You see what I mean? Okay, I'll see you guys on the call tonight, Mastermind, 5 o'clock. I challenged the introverts to ask questions tonight, so we're gonna hold some space in the beginning for people to talk that have not gotten coached yet, right? And I just wanna really challenge people to get on camera that haven't gotten on camera yet. I know it's intimidating for some people, but this is your chance. I'm challenging you. Bring your questions. We're doing open coaching, so you can ask anything you want about anything. I literally don't care. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you need support with, whatever you feel stuck with, whatever is kind of bouncing around in your brain, bring it to the call and let all of us support you. 5 figures a month is already huge. Yeah, Kim, you got this. You're making so much progress. Look at where you were like a year ago to now. Like I saw you doing a live on someone's Facebook the other day. Like I feel like you're a different person than where you were last year. And I don't think you give yourself credit for how much it takes to transform that way, right? To be the type of person that will get on camera, to be the type of person that will go on a podcast. That's like a huge transformation. That's not a small thing, right? And I just want you to give yourself credit and recognize that it is working. You are making progress. You are growing. And as you grow, the business will grow. It's inevitable. Okay? So you got this. You got this. You got this. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Blogging Breakthroughs podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I wanted to let you know that the doors to the Mastermind are open. The Blogging Breakthroughs Mastermind is a group I created to help support you on your business, to help you get clarity on your business, to help you make more money faster, to help you be in community with other women. Building a business on your own is so hard. It's so isolating. I see so many women buying courses, getting discouraged, not getting the results that they want. I created this group to support you while you build your business. In addition to being part of an amazing community of women, you also get invited to come to a weekly group coaching call on Zoom with me. These calls are really, really special. People are really raw and honest about what's going on in their business and their life. And it's just a time for us to come together, to connect, support each other, brainstorm business ideas, just anything you guys need. These calls are really, really special, and I really believe they will help you grow your business. In addition to the calls with me, you also get access to tons of group coaching calls, guest workshops, co-working hours, a blogathon that we run every single week to help you stay motivated and working on your business. There's so many resources available to support you. You don't have to build this business on your own, and I hope you will consider coming to join us inside the Mastermind. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will talk to you guys soon.